I'm on your stream. Oh, what? What?
I see Pumpkin Boys. I see a TV.
Oh yeah, I see Pumpkin Boys on TV. Oh, I haven't clicked the thing yet.
I just heard Eric's voice, Eric's sweet little voice coming through the radio.
We are live.
It's the spookiest day of the year.
Woo!
Other than when you need to pay your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Responsibility.
Not too shabby.
Not bad. Haven't had a single piece of candy today.
Yeah. Me either.
I mean,
What's that about?
it's just more by choice. Like I have the opportunity to have it. I just haven't sought it out.
Mine is not by choice. Mine is because I forgot.
Mine is because I have been locked away in a prison.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh shit, dude. I'm all about the spooky mood, dude.
We're gonna talk over it, talk over each other,
Yeah, dude.
talk through each other.
You're gonna hear me eat food and probably fart and like all sorts of stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
dude.
at least we're being honest.
Live stream sleeping, bro? Oh yeah.
That clown will be your audience for your sleep.
Fine with that.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Not me especially, no.
No.
Now if it's a spooky place and it's dark, then that's
So
different.
that's one of those meetings I always have mixed feelings about. It's sad because Frank's family moved and we've lost one of our members. But it's exciting because we have to find a new member.
Who did you bring?
Nobody. I brought her.
Tucker's gonna nominate
He's
someone?
not.
Brought us
Why not?
captive.
He's a friend of mine. You say that like it's a good thing. So who's the new meat?
Hi, babe.
No.
I'm meat.
No, anyone but steak. You know this guy? Yeah, he's on virus. Don't let him next to the fire, he might explode.
Tuck, I don't know about this.
Come on. Give him a chance. Yeah. This is about telling a good story.
Well, once
Winning
my
popularity
internet
contest.
browser and the page loads and everything, I'll let you know.
Excellent. Sit over there, Stig.
I will wait.
Hey! That's my sweater.
What? The wrong sweater.
That big old deep hobo there. No, that's a mess.
All right. Figure I gotta impress you guys. So I'm taking my best shot. A lot of people don't like the way I am. They always tell me I gotta clean up my act. But sometimes
Now I
things are the way
hear
they are for a
absolutely
reason.
nothing from you two. Not our voices
Making
or
changes.
the spooky show.
Me. You could end up with a whole
And I
mess.
don't hear us talking either.
On the live stream or just normal?
On the YouTube.
Submitted for the approval
Mhm.
of the Midnight Society. I call this story The Tale of the Dead Man's Float.
tale of the dead man's root beer.
Charlie? You sure it's okay?
Yes. Just be careful.
You're the lifeguard. Shouldn't you be guarding
Jay
your brother's
Baruchel?
life?
Yeah, he could have been one of those kids in the beginning, yeah.
You want me to leave?
Not really.
The kid that's swimming? Oh my goodness. Is that? Yeah, it looks like him.
Oh. Hey, you. What is that smell?
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
What is my poop smell? Because I just pooped.
It is Jay Bear Show.
The lifeguard can't save me from poop. He's too busy kissing.
Here, I have yellow ring. Yellow, little boy, you will be saved by my yellow. Please fit inside the ring.
Oops.
Oops, you could hear his Canadian accent when he
Sorry,
said, I
didn't
guess it was a
expect your
Canadian
reaction to be
accident
so
too.
intense.
Yes, well, apparently your calculations were a little flawed.
But he's the nerd character. His calculations
Don't
can't be
move.
flawed.
I'll get the custodian.
Zeke Matthews was one of those dips who lived for schoolwork. I guess you might call him the smartest loser in school.
What a geek. I think he's cute. Like a puppy you want to take care of.
More like a puppy you have to clean up after.
You know, the kind of puppies,
Come on, let's help.
the kind of puppy that
Forget
makes
it.
its own volcanoes.
Hey, what went wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, it's okay, boy. You can speak.
If you mix manganite with water, the reaction is always the same. Kaboom. Wow,
If you
surprise.
mix manganite
This is
with
called
water,
evolution.
How interesting. My
you
education
get
is complete.
dinner at Friday night at 7.
We'll continue
You-
next time, people.
You can come over to my friend Travis's place.
Charlie can do this, Zeke.
He's Charlie. I gotta clean up another one of Zeke's messes.
Actually, schoolwork wasn't the only thing on Zeke's mind.
Like a young Stephen
Hi,
Merchant.
Clarice, you're on the swim team, right?
Yes, so?
Well, I'd like to show you something I think you might find interesting. Because you're on the team, I mean.
What is it?
Well, I'd rather show you. How about after school?
I have practice. I'm on the swim team, remember?
I've been genetically experimenting on
tomorrow?
myself. I want to show you my new adaptation.
Just tell me what it is.
Well, that's no fun.
Fun? You're telling me what's fun?
Well,
Okay, Beaker boy, you're on.
Beat,
Great,
beat,
meet me
beat your boy.
tomorrow. The gym at about 7:30.
Become Broichi Boy.
Okay, Broichi boy, bring it on.
Wow.
He'll bring it back.
Now he's the master of the universe, isn't he?
I forgot.
E-Man.
The boys' change room. Maybe you should.
Hello, is anybody here?
I have a
If this is your big surprise, I've seen it already.
Watch this.
And he
What are
like
you
shoves
doing?
the entire bay of lockers
Last
6
week?
feet.
I was trying to calculate the volume of the school. Found out there's more to this building than meets the eye.
Interpretive dance. He just stands silently in front of her. 15 minutes later, he's all sweaty. He's just like,
What do you think?
too cool.
Or not too cool. It is a question. It's true.
To loop.
Why did it sound like a fucking creaky shit there for a
Yeah,
second?
like a creaky old
I didn't
dock.
know this was here. Strange, isn't it?
They're still
Listen to
doing it.
that.
After I found it, I did a little research. It was built in the 19th.
This pool be sailing the high
They only used it
seas.
for a short time.
How come?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
Some little dick drowned.
Hey, maybe I can get the school to open it up again.
I doubt it.
Why? We shouldn't have to drive an
I
hour to
doubt it.
practice if there's a pool right
Yeah,
here.
Canadians.
True, but they'll never.
Stop.
Look, I'm wearing a
Excuses
sweater
are for
because it's a
people who never get
reasonable
things
decision
done,
for this kind of
understand?
weather, okay?
Good. Thanks, Zeke. You did a real cool thing here.
I did?
Mom, a woman touched me physically
Hey,
on
we can get
the
together
body
sometime.
today. What do I do? She even touched me on the lip. She put her finger directly on my face. The way this dude ominously entered the shot. Oh, shit.
Oh, what's up, dude?
It was. Is that like his brother?
Someone should let him out.
Over, like, you there, Jerry?
Let that boy out, dude. Maybe he'll just go away.
Charlie and his brother Jerry.
Grace wasn't
Cardi.
kidding. She got in the face of everybody at school and wouldn't take no for an answer. After a few weeks, the swim team had their pool.
Yeah, that would never happen at a real school. They'd be like, no.
Hell no.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, you only.
Yeah.
That's going to be so much expense.
You know how much Charlie's gonna have to clean up. Don't make this.
There's all the plumbing and shit, and like, it's just not feasible.
Yeah, upkeep
I don't
Yeah.
know how you did it.
for everything.
Yeah, find that in the fucking school budget. Good luck.
Smell.
What is smell? You
The
shit?
bitch seems to be a public school too, so yeah, good luck, dude.
The pipes must still be dirty.
I'll show you some dirty pipes, dude.
I can smell the inside of dirty pipes.
God, you know I have IBS.
C minus?
That doesn't
I
give you an
hate
excuse to
science.
shit in the pool, Tina.
Could be worse.
No kidding. If I don't
Yeah,
bring
but
this
it
grade
doesn't
up,
give
I'm
you
off
the
the
right to
team.
say it smells like rotten pipes in here.
Maybe I could help you.
How?
You smell that? Must be your rotten pipes,
Maybe I could do it.
Cindy.
Chemistry is kind of my subject.
That's not fair.
What's in it for you?
There's Peeker behind her.
Is the beaker, dude?
The Beaker? She is a Peeker.
Flip flops.
How'd you get in?
Stole the key from my coach.
For my
If we
cooch.
get caught.
We're not doing anything wrong, and we're the only ones here.
Dude, I was watching one of those,
You ever teach anyone to swim before?
Yes.
one of
and
those,
ask questions, dive in.
like true crime shows that has reenactments in it,
You really are afraid of the water.
and they must shoot all those in fucking
Take it
Canada
slow.
because they're all Canadian as shit, but they're dealing with like U.S. cases, and like shit'll be in like Ohio or some shit like that, and this is get out of here.
See, it's not so bad.
In San Antonio.
What is it that scares you?
Sorry,
so
bud, you're
much?
gonna have to back up, eh?
Yeah.
It's dumb, really.
Tell me.
Like, you guys
When I
aren't
was a
fooling
kid.
anybody.
I was swimming in a pond. I got my foot tangled in some underwater plants. I couldn't get loose.
You know, the kind of plants that
Harder
grow
I
in the
tried,
water.
worse it got. Almost drowned.
Man, what
So Jay Baruchel's the fucking ghost boy?
Well, my brother saw me.
The little ghost boy?
Cut me loose.
Well, no, because there must have already been a
Ever
ghost
since
boy who
I've had
killed
this
Jay,
feeling that there's something down there.
killed Jay Baruchel.
Oh.
Because I cheated it once.
Okay.
He wants a second chance.
Oh, maybe it's like a
Yeah.
time loop thing. Maybe Jay Baruchel is the ghost, and he came back himself to kill himself so he could become the ghost.
Yeah, just like Barry Allen. Flash. For a
Called
while. Went
The
back
Splash.
in time.
the Splash.
Got set,
Zeke, I guarantee you.
due to a
pool,
certain
there's
case of
nothing down there
events,
to
he
get
got set back through time, and he was the lightning bolt that
Try putting your
struck
hand in the
himself and gave himself the speed force. Flash fact.
See, that wasn't so bad.
It's wet.
Now
What do I
jump.
do?
Clarice! Clarice!
The fuck are you in a raft in the pool, bro? For real? Oh yeah, he's scared of fucking swimming. I forgot about that. He just told us this.
Not funny, Greta.
I thought you didn't like puppies.
He's helping me with chemistry.
She could have snuck in when she was distracting him.
I thought you didn't like puppies, eh?
What was that about puppies?
Nothing. Are you okay?
I hope they
Little puppy.
cut back to the shot
Where'd
of
she go?
the side of the pool, and it's just Mike and
No.
Bobby going.
I want to help you. Now relax. There's nothing down there.
If they were in the pool
I know.
in his stance,
Take a look. Nothing's there.
but like in this room with the reverberation and echo of this kind of room, it would be so.
See anything?
Right.
No.
Okay, put your hand in again.
Put your hand in the water, tallhead.
Do you smell that?
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know. It smells like acid.
We already solved this mystery during PE. During phys ed with stinky pipes.
What happened?
Something grabbed me. It tried to drown me.
What? There's nobody down there.
I'm telling you, it grabbed me.
He's the squeaky Canadian too.
I think maybe it was.
I really wish he would have like thrown up water immediately after that. I'm telling you, grab me.
There's nothing in the pool.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's not logical.
Like after every line, he just pukes up more water.
It's trying to dump us.
Get out of here.
Cattle.
There is something in the pool.
We can't
Yeah,
pat it.
shit.
It'll grab us.
It's okay.
Can't
we'll
pab
stay
us
right here.
to the grab us.
Someone will find us.
Wait. That smell. That acid smell.
It smells.
Get you spill
Bad.
that smell.
Look it up, back it up.
I'm here.
The savior.
Charlie? What was that?
It's back.
He's haunted.
Or maybe
30
it
years
never
old.
left.
What's back?
I was the lifeguard when this pool first opened. My girlfriend's little brother drowned
Is that fucking
on my watch, but
Vincent Price?
it was no accident. I tried
Was
to
it his
save
voice?
him, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't let me. It pulled him away from me, and then he was gone. Nobody believed me until 3 more people drowned. They closed down the pool. People forgot all about it. Until now.
What is it? What's in there?
They built the pool. They had to get rid of an old cemetery and move the bodies. Nearest I can figure is they missed one. And its spirit wants revenge for being disturbed.
The same thing's gonna happen. No one's gonna believe us until someone gets hurt.
Maybe not. Maybe there's a way to even things out a little bit. Nobody believes in this thing because it's invisible. But maybe we can get a look at it.
How?
It smells, remember?
Like rotten eggs.
Like acid.
Like rotten eggs.
Methyl
Fucking
oil.
Canadian Vincent Price.
We're gonna do a little experiment.
I like to picture this guy like Mr. Burns, like doing that like finger twiddling, that evil finger twiddling he
Yeah.
does, and just standing by his window, looking out at night, being like, "Rotten eggs."
Methyl orange reacts with acid.
I'm gonna call
His
this
girl-
guy Vinny Cost instead of Vincent Vinny Cost.
His like girlfriend's little brother drowned on his watch 30 years ago, and ever
How can you
since
be
he's just been
brutal? Wait.
shattered talking about rotten
You
eggs.
smell that?
Eggs.
Rotten eggs.
It's coming.
Oh yeah, this one. I do remember this one.
What is it?
It's,
This
I
one.
remember
This
it
show's
being
always
pretty fucking
actually like
grotesque.
way scarier than
taking shape.
Goosebumps. When I was a kid.
It looks like
Don't get down there, you stupid.
How graphic this is too for a fucking kids show.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, this is fucking those fleshy, gooey bits.
Yeah, skulls and shit. Vinny Cost, let's go. Oh hell yeah! Lightly swap him.
Get out of the loop.
water. It's made of water. He's in shock. Charlie, are you okay?
Come
Yeah.
on, Charlie, focus. We gotta get out of here.
He needs a doctor.
What?
What about that?
That was
I've
the
never
first
been
thing they
there.
jumped to. We gotta take out his
Because we
eyes.
can't hide anymore.
Come on, Charlie, focus.
Let's just get
Oh my
His tongue too, just for good measure.
So then he can't
no.
speak about these events.
Yeah.
We can't leave Charlie with that thing.
I don't know how to stop it.
This makes the Spider-Man villain Hydro Man look like a piece of shit.
Just get a giant sponge or something,
made
you
of water, right?
science nerd.
What's your recipe?
Yeah, or
Mix
like
water with
fucking
manganese
evaporate
and
his
put it in
ass,
one
dude.
surprise?
My volcano. That's brilliant. No,
Volcano, eh?
Why'd you do that?
there's moisture on your hands. It'll burn you. You need gloves.
There's gonna be moisture all over the fucking bottle now, you dumb fuck.
That is a seriously bad idea, but okay. Oh no. Ivan Ooze?
Ooh.
That's a good effect though.
Yeah.
I don't know how they.
Clarice, it's coming. Swim.
Is that digital?
Part of it looked like it.
It's every time he says her name, it sounds like he's saying Clarice instead of Clarice.
I keep thinking it's Maurice. I'm
Like a
what?
mixture of chlorine and Clarice.
Yeah.
Clarice! Just because I'm on the swim team doesn't mean I have chlorine in my name, you idiot.
Chlorine, chlorine, chlorine,
Hey.
chlorine.
I must use science to save him.
Is that gonna burn this boy? Oh, Vincent Price is back. Vinny Cost.
Red cats.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. We're gonna use science to defeat this phantom.
Got some bubbles up in that bitch, dude.
This restless spirit will be put to rest by 6th grade chemistry.
You did it. You really did it.
Then Charlie jumps in after him and just drowns. Like,
I must pay my price.
Finally.
Yeah.
After all these years.
He
It's
goes
time-
in and just burns alive in the acid.
It's time for old Charlie to do what he does best.
and he leans down and starts sipping up the pool, but he just doesn't stop.
Thank you.
Drinks it all.
Yeah, they come back like 8
That's what
hours
he should
later.
have done. He should have drank up the whole pool and then fucking pissed it out in the woods.
Have that
Would've been the
evil
best.
water spirit living in your peener.
Yeah.
As for Zeke and
Yeah, dude.
Clarice, Clarice figured it was okay
He
to
comes
be a
from the
science
balls,
baby.
Will.
If she showed Zeke there were a lot more fun things to do.
Yeah,
instead
get
of
into my
outside.
ball sack, spirit.
You want to go for a swim?
Sure.
Go
You
for a
want to
swim?
go for a swim? They're just laying on the fucking.
Yep.
Those Zeeks still don't care much for water.
Oh, silly girls and they're swimming.
Yeah.
I'll just stick to my books, eh?
Tell me that wasn't the best.
Okay, we gotta vote.
Yeah. Save lives. Did they ever say who this like fucking
Yes,
older
he-
teenager is that's hanging out with them?
He's
The
the same
20-something
age
year
as
old
them,
dude.
right?
Is he? Because he looks like he's fucking 25.
Listen,
I know, but I mean,
you told a great story, but the vote has to be unanimous, and it wasn't.
But it's not
I have
fair.
no idea.
Yeah, well. Thanks for the shot.
Wait! We're giving you another chance.
Come to a couple of meetings and tell another story. If by then
If
we change,
we don't think you're a total puke,
It's just David
you're
Byrne in the background there.
fair enough.
I can handle that.
Tell a couple more
scary handle a stories shower.
amid
Scary.
a very large suit.
Gooser. We want Gooser.
Gooseberg.
Fargo.
This is a fucking pop, dude.
Orasa.
This is the kind of music that if you have a convertible, you need to blast this and just drive around on Halloween.
A lot of Frenchies up in here, dude. But what about Carl Archambault? Jean Pierre. I saw Jean Pierre up in that bitch. Associated with Nicolo. Yep.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh. Swim, swim, swim away.
Glory, swim away. No, it's Dirty Pipes. It was good. I mean,
Dirty Pipes.
without having viewed any of the other Are You Afraid of the Dark library like recently, I can't definitively say that this is the best one, but this is probably the best one, or like one of the best ones, you know?
Right. Well, the monster design, dude. Like they didn't have to go that hard. They didn't have to go that
Yeah.
hard.
They really knocked it out of the park.
Like that could give some adults nightmares, I think.
For sure.
That just that design, you know.
I told Tyler this story before we were recording, but I remember very, very vividly seeing this episode when I was like out of town, staying at a hotel. And it was like right after we had just gotten in the pool. We went back to the room, ordered pizza, and we were sitting on the beds eating our pizza, and we flipped to this and watched this episode, and I was just like, it was impactful because I had just been in that exact setting.
Right.
But it still holds up like today. It's
oh yeah.
It's good.
I was saying too, Are You Afraid of the Dark always seemed to be spookier than Goosebumps was.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed to be. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I definitely watched Are You Afraid of the Dark more than I watched Goosebumps. I think just more out of like interest or preference than anything.
Yeah.
Or maybe like scheduling, you know. But
right.
I remember more for sure of Are You Afraid of the Dark because they were like maybe better told or just like more impactful in some way.
See, that's the thing. Like, I seem to remember more Bumps episodes than I do Are You Afraid of the Dark? But I remember this one. But I watched both. I don't know why I don't. Maybe my brain blocked it out when I was a little kid because it was too spooky.
Because maybe even if it's not like distinctly scary to you, there's probably just certain things about our unique tastes that's why they stick in our memories more than others. But
Right. Yeah, because I would watch all that the kid spooky shit. Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Fucking so weird on Disney Channel. I would watch that too.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that
bunch
that
of that shit.
name is ringing a bell, but not the.
Yeah, it's got the dude who played Brink, and Brink is in it. Um, so it's like Mackenzie Phillips, the like singer actress, whatever in real life. She plays like a kind of a myth, like a fake version of herself, where she's like a touring musician, whatever. And her daughter, um, I don't know if she has some sort of like predilections to um spooky things, or if they just encounter it and she's there. I don't know, but the daughter is the one that deals with a lot of spooky things. I think she has some sort of connection to whatever. So the mom being on tour leads them to different locations for the spookies to happen. And Brink is the son of her tour bus driver or something. And he's with on the thing. Yeah, and her brother too. It's her brother, and fucking Brink. And yeah, is it Eric Von Detten? I think is his name. Um, I always like. Yeah, right. Yeah, had a yeah, fucking Mackenzie Phillips song. I didn't hate the theme song for it. She but yeah, I was always like, even though scary things definitely affected me when I was a kid, I was always attracted to like spooky stuff. My mom likes scary movies, so but they used to they used- yeah, my mom doesn't like gory stuff. She doesn't like gory stuff, but she likes real spooky things. Um, so and thrillers and stuff like that. So I probably inherited some of that when I got older. Then it didn't bug me as much, the spookies, but oh hell yeah, dude, classic, bro.
Hello,
R.L.
R.L.
Stein, dude.
Stein. I write the Goosebumps books. In a few minutes, you're going to see one of my favorite stories come alive. The Haunted Mask is a
This one
frightening
was pretty
Halloween
spooky when I was a
story
kid.
about a girl named Carly Beth. The horror begins when Carly Beth puts on
Right
the
behind it,
evil
yeah.
haunted mask, and it ends when she discovers there is nothing more powerful than the love of her family and friends. What's so
I think the thing
scary
that
about
spooked
that?
me the most on TV when I was a
See,
kid, though, is when I
viewers
randomly turned
beware,
to an episode
you're
of
in for a
X
scare.
Files on Fox. It was the episode with the like really fucked up looking thing that was in the sewers. I forget what the fuck it was called, but that I saw that thing and it fucking scarred me hard. And then like a bunch of the didn't help. Bunch of the '90s comics that I had an ad for like a little statue of that thing on the back, so I'd see it all the time. I was like, God damn it.
So I was remembering another episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Season 5 episode, The Tale of the Chameleons.
Come on, let's
A
go.
chameleon. When a chameleon bites a girl at a pet
Carly
store,
Beth.
the lizard takes on her and plots to take over the world.
Oh yeah.
And I'm that's like I said, that's one of the ones that's stuck in my head. And part of why it's stuck in my head is because it starred guest starred Tia and Tamara Mowry in the story.
Why'd you have to wait
Fucking
till the last minute to get a pumpkin? Why does it have to be so creepy
so you
over
say
here?
this girl, main character, she was in a bunch of like '90s kid shit.
You're breathing.
I remember her.
Probably you,
Blonde
Carly
one.
Beth. I thought I heard footsteps. I think someone's followed us here, Sabrina. You know, I think you're right. Somebody's out there. Somebody.
You're gonna say this little piece of shit.
It's totally not funny.
I'm sorry. Why don't you get your pumpkin so we can go home?
Right.
Okay. These pumpkins are so rotten.
Yeah,
I found a good
I
one.
remember her from some other miscellaneous like '90s kid shows. I don't know what. This is true.
But we had things like this. I mean, we had shows like this in Are You Afraid of the Dark? Um, Tales from the Crypt.
You should have seen your face.
Then you also had the books of the Goosebumps, obviously, and Scary Stories to
Fiction
Tell in the
beyond
Dark,
belief, dude.
Stop. Why? So you can laugh at
Unsolved
me some more?
Mysteries. It was just like a heyday in the
that.
90s
No,
and
I'd never hurt
early
you.
2000s for this kind of like not horror, but like scary, spooky stuff for
They're sicko,
audiences
you
other
know
than
that.
adults.
Can't believe they followed us all this way just to scare me
Yeah.
like
Nope.
that.
They're creeps. They have no life.
Last weekend at your house, they pretended they were prowlers. That wasn't funny.
Sorry.
Last summer, they put that dead octopus on me. They're always pulling stuff like that.
I'm sorry they scared you. I really am. It
What?
was a mean and stupid joke.
No,
I'll
you're
share that
sorry.
too.
It's just
Oh yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't do this to anyone else but me.
Yes, I remember the
Well,
show, but I don't remember the name of it.
Don't be mad, Carly Beth.
Yeah.
There was
It's
the
just
there was that
so
show
scary,
where
that's all.
they
Come on, that's not
brought like
fair.
families to like haunted places and shit on
I'm afraid
MTV.
sometimes, but I mean,
Yeah, it was
Everyone
called.
knows you're afraid.
It had fucking Voodoo by Godsmack as the fucking theme song.
okay.
It's like I'm not the one
I'm
who's
scared. I
so
don't like being
far
afraid, okay?
away.
It's okay.
That shit was the theme
Listen to me,
song.
I don't know how it feels.
And it had the lady from
You didn't get your pumpkin.
the little lady from God, one of the Molly Ringwald movies. The little lady.
Oh, this
Yeah, she
dude?
did the narration on it. On the spooky show. It was creepy as shit. Yeah, Poltergeist, that girl.
It's me.
Yep. That lady. Woman.
Hey, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, she narrated that show too. So that was extra spooky. I was talking about this with someone, and I don't know what it was about the 90s, but there was a lot of just spooky
Cool, just ask.
kind of shit in the 90s where it was just like everything was kind of creepy. There was a bunch of gotten music too, and like
Mom, it's me.
movies, and
This
like
is me.
even down to like
Finished it today in our
creepy
class.
crawlers and fucking slime
Oh,
and
it's
like all that
plaster
shit.
Paris,
Like
so be careful.
the 90s just had a weird theme of like spooky shit. I don't know what
Yeah,
it was.
It's kind of
That's
creepy,
what I'm
Mom.
saying, man. There was
Don't
like
you like it?
so
I like
much
it.
of it
It's
in
really
all
great.
kinds of
It's
different
just-
media for
I mean,
young
why
Yep.
want something that looks like me?
You
Yep.
had toys like
It's
the
something that
creepy
looks like you,
crawlers and the
silly,
like
because I love
the
you.
boys version of the
That's
Easy Bake
what I
Oven
think
where you
of.
like make the little gummy
Carly Beth?
spiders
Yep.
and worms
Creepy
and
crawlies.
tarantulas and
Sorry,
stuff.
creepy crawlers. Yeah.
What is
No.
up with you?
That's what-
Its mouth opened and it
I had
smiled
those.
at me.
Carly Beth, you're letting this
Fucking-
Halloween stuff get to you.
And like,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I don't know.
It
I
was alright.
noticed it
Take
one day
back.
when I was like,
Oh, by the way,
I was
your
listening
duck costume is all ready.
to
I put it on your bed.
2001, the Dr. Dre
My
album,
duck costume.
and I was like, why does this shit all sound so
You
spooky?
saw a duck at
And
the
then
mall, and you
it
said
just
you thought it
dawned
might
on
be
me in
fun to
that
be a duck
moment,
for
like a big
Halloween.
fucking like
I made
oh
one.
moment where I was just like, shit, so much shit in the
Oh,
90s
yeah.
was just
Duck
spooky
costume.
for no
Great.
reason.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, go
It's
and
fucking
take
Rob
a look
Zombie.
at it. It's very cute.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Cute?
There's a lot of spookiness got into
Last thing I
music
wanna
and
be
got
on
into
Halloween is
movies and
cute.
got into TV and
Might be scary this
pop
time.
culture in general. Just had this general vein of gross and spooky,
Even
which
and
I
then
was here. I was there for, dude. I fucking loved it. But
even we were talking about Beetlejuice.
Yep.
That's like yes, it's Tim Burton. So like that is
Yeah.
very much him. But
maybe that's what it was. It was the Tim Burtonification of pop culture.
well, he's made other things that aren't like Edward Scissorhands is his style, but it's not like
Right.
is outright spooky and dealing with the fucking dead and the afterlife and stuff like
Right.
like Beetlejuice.
Gotcha. Take it back.
Here,
Yeah,
Cactus, that's what it was.
Oh man.
Carly Beth
Yeah.
the scaredy cat. Carly Beth the scaredy cat.
Charlie Beth. That already had a
F-
bite taken out of it.
is the
What are
name
you
of this
doing?
actress.
7:30.
Go away, Chuck.
Hey, Carly Beth.
Chuck.
Me and Steve just want to say we're sorry for what we did yesterday.
Find somebody on fucking Lil Bear.
Haha, very funny. Guess the whole school knows, huh?
Did she play the small Ursine?
I don't think so.
Really, Carly Beth. We're really
No,
sorry.
Ursine is
Really.
Fine, just leave me alone from now on, okay?
All right, whatever you want. Me and Steve, we're just gonna totally leave you alone. Isn't that right, Steve?
betcha.
Yeah.
Oh, she was on
the lady
Ghost
who was
Rider.
on Blind Bears.
Can you two losers disappear?
That's probably what I remember her from.
What do you remember these two little hooligans from?
You're just trying to switch out all the little bear connections on.
I know who this boy is. He's the owl from Little Bear.
Catherine Long.
Yeah, it's like it is left unclear as to what we were laughing at until I pointed out physically.
Yeah.
And then they start pointing too. This is what we do. We point.
This is what we do. This is who we are. Scobus PR.
I love that movie. Another Ray Wise banger.
Yeah, dude. Remember when I left the
Dr. Dune struts.
Remember when I left the Dobus in the fucking meeting hall thing in the basement of that hotel we were staying at?
Dude, that was some. That right there, Eric, is a perfect example of what I was talking about when I was like, if I was ever at like a con or something like that, or if I was just like, I'm the kind of person, if I see an opportunity, sometimes I take it, and it's maybe not the best impulse control.
Mm-hmm.
but that's when you get those little adventures like that.
Well, we left something in every single one of those meeting rooms.
You just
on
gotta,
a fucking pad.
You just gotta explore a little bit, and then creativity shall strike.
I think the final one with the massive fucking table and shit and all the chairs is the one where I left the self-portrait with Dobus. I think that was that one.
I don't know. It was a very specific kind of power sitting at that giant table with like the flippy controls for all the lights and the like projector screen to scroll down and stuff.
Yep. We were some mischievous boys, dude.
All right, boys, we're gonna look over last quarter. Smoking your big fat cigar. Pulling on your suspenders.
And we hid them in like the deep recesses of that thing so they wouldn't get to it for a while.
You put it on the very last pages.
Yeah.
I really like. Yes, we want to see the reaction, but I want to know when that happened. Was it like years later? They didn't get through that pad for a fucking long time. Have they still not gotten through it?
Have they ever used it? You know.
We're closed.
Only
this guy I recognize from Tommy
I really
Boy.
need a mask. I won't be long.
I ended up staying in that hotel again.
Exactly.
5 minutes.
Wilson. I don't remember what, but
what was that?
Said I ended up staying in that hotel again for something, and I don't remember for what. But
did you recollect?
No, I was tempted to. Yeah, I recollected. Yeah, that's why I walked in there. I was like, I know this place because it was under construction when we went.
Mm-hmm.
But just at that point, I was like, I know what happened here.
I think if I
so some roichy ass boys fucking up to some hooliganism.
I think that if I had stayed there again, I at least would have gone down to that floor and just walked around and been like,
right,
I remember this, and also what's going on down here currently.
Yeah. Dobus? Of course he is, dude. How else are you supposed to buy brake pads?
It gives him that little tiny feeling that he's cared for, that he's comforted.
But it's not on the box. What is he doing back here with all this chemistry stuff?
He's a pizza boy, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, they're watching.
These are all great masks, by the way.
Yes, they are. I like that one next to the haunted mask.
I wonder what the mask budget was for this fucking TV show. For this episode.
About a couple 25-50s.
Yeah. There's this guy that's in a bunch of shit. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know. I was there for it.
I brought it up
know.
earlier, but we were talking about something, and then I totally missed when you guys were just talking about it again. But
You're not supposed to be here.
Yep. Yeah, that's when I was looking up. Yeah, that's when I was looking up old Catherine here. That's in the show. This girl.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Charlie.
I was
Beth.
not paying attention. It's Charlie Meth, actually. Thank you very much.
All of a sudden, we're changing names. It's cats and dogs living together.
It's a really frightening gorilla mask out front. It's made with
Mask
Like how they
hysteria.
thought they were slick and gonna sneak the mask opening its eyes at us, but like I could tell.
I can
I can
see
see too.
that you
I can
have
see that that's
eyes.
clearly someone in a mask with their eyes shut.
See
Okay,
your
thank you.
eyes behind your eyes.
And
Dude's got some bad acne scars, dude.
I mean, this man should not be
near children.
Well, like approaching this young lady in this back room like this. This is not.
No.
This
With
is
her
not how
back
you
against
sell,
the wall.
Halloween accessories, sir.
Have a nice face, Carly Beth. But
he knows your name now.
I don't think.
these masks, they're so real looking.
Take the responsibility.
Chuck and Steve would just die. Look, here, $30. It's everything I have.
No! Must leave, please! Now! Do!
Well, he is the seller. She's the buyer.
Seller?
Let me just stand perfectly still and go. I will have no more of this.
Fuck you, dude.
Whatever your name is. Curly Jeff.
Curly Jeff, dude?
Yeah.
I wanted to meet Curly Jeff.
We had Vic Cost, and now we've got Curly Jeff.
Yeah, is Curly Jeff? Is that like his hair, or is he like?
Did she
his
just
nose, or like his body, or like?
I
What's
swear
Curly?
that she
What's
just
Curly
addressed
Jeff?
herself as Kelly Beth now. What the fuck is going on?
Maybe she did.
They wrote a different name in the script for every time this character appears.
Or she forgot, and they're just like, fuck it.
Yeah, as long as the Beth is in there, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Stay away! No!
He slurred it enough where we can make, you know.
Who are you? Why don't you guess? Who are you? Mom, help! Help! Please, Mom! It's stupid. It's me. It's Carly Beth.
It's Curly Jeff.
It's Curly Jeff, dude.
Your face.
Dude, if Curly Jeff looked like that, that'd be great.
I imagine Curly Jeff just looking like Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, I want to know what's curly about him. Is it his hair? Does he have like a curly, like, is his nose kind of curl, or like,
Well,
or is his
I would
spine all fucked, or like,
I would assume that, like, at least
or is his fingernails
hair
or
is
some shit?
curly.
Really,
Like, he's probably got to have curly hair at least, and there's probably some other stuff about it. Maybe he wears, like, the little elf shoes that have the curly toes on them.
Right. I'm gonna add Curly Jeff to my lore.
No bells.
Cool, huh?
I was gonna be friends with the Hingelman.
Try it on?
Kringleman.
Actually,
Not
no,
Hingelman,
I'm
Kringleman.
late. I'm supposed to get Sabrina's already. That was great. You're really freaked out.
Was that supposed to be on the wall? Oh, is that just a shadow, maybe?
Part.
What are you talking about? In the corner?
Yeah, above the owl. It's supposed to be a moon? It's a moon with a nose and a...
Yeah, it's a moon with a big old nose.
I see now.
So he can smell you while you're sleeping.
How do you think that the tides get controlled? That's the moon inhaling and exhaling.
Now I gotta look up what kind of nose Mac tonight has.
Whoa. Carly Beth, you are scary.
Okay, I mean, he's got a respectable nose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like the mask vision where it looks like there's the center sections cut out, but it's not. That's way too.
Carly Beth, wait up. I want to see what your duck costume looks
Carla
like.
Burr.
Mom, I'm kind of in a hurry. I was supposed to be at Sabrina's by 7:30.
Wait a sec. Sabrina can wait. Oh, that must be your dad. I hope his trip's going well. Oh, have fun with Sabrina and be careful, okay? Okay, thanks, Mom. Hello? Oh, hi, honey. Is Chicago going well?
Walking with the date. That little cackle. True goblin energy.
Hear my dog bark because she heard my cat.
That's a peeker. Halloween peeking.
Your mom.
You're not Chuck and Steve. But if you were, I'd make you real sorry. Let's go. It's crazy.
So I'd make you real sorry.
I'm crazy, all right? I'm crazy.
Was this Canadian too?
Who's there?
Yeah.
Was it?
Don't you recognize me? Carly Beth? Hey, Sabrina. Boo. That mask. It's
Yes.
excellent. It's really cool. So scary. And that head.
Scared.
She kind of.
It looks so real. Where'd you get it?
Oh, it's me. It's who I used to be.
Yeah, you're right.
It's me.
Goosebumps was filmed largely in Ontario.
Forget it.
I've given up my old life.
So where are they? Where's Chuck and Steve? Oh,
Canadians
we'll
have the children's spooky
Oh.
programs on them.
You really want to scare them tonight, don't you?
More than anything else in the world. Come on, let's go.
Oh yeah. Well. Oh yeah, dude. That's that boy, dude.
Well, he's Canadian, so he.
Good stuff.
There's only so many of them up there.
It's like
Yeah.
cicadas. Every 27 years, they emerge from their cocoons and drop from the great maple trees up there.
Was it a lot? Can I touch it?
It does seem that they deposit a. It does seem like they deposit a like class of people, like class of actors, like every
I'm serious. It's
10 years or something like that.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
there's a bunch of Canadians again.
Maybe.
It's like maybe every time that it's hockey night in Canada, they're like, it's like adding to one big spirit bomb where at a certain point in time, it's like, okay, here comes the next batch. You all saved up enough energy by watching hockey night in Canada.
Think about all the comedians that came out of there in the like 80s and shit.
Fuck yeah.
You know,
Gotcha.
all the SCTV boys
The best.
and girls.
Did you actually think I was gonna hurt you? It's not that funny, Carly Beth. It's a little sick.
I'm sorry.
Martin Short,
I'm just staying in character, getting in the mood.
Well, you're doing a good
Aykroyd.
job.
I like scaring people. Usually I'm the one that's always afraid of everything.
Well, next time you decide to go berserk like that, please warn me, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go star in Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepus Creepus, dude? Where'd you get them peepus?
Where'd you get those steeples?
Cheeples, peoples.
Don't believe their lies.
Trick or treat.
Oh, now that's what I call a scary mask.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to be, a giant hamster?
Dressed up and went to get candy. I don't know, like
11 or 12.
yeah,
Maybe.
maybe sometime around there.
Scary.
Oh, it's just a funny mask, hon. Don't be afraid.
You better watch what you say to me if you know it's good for you.
Yeah.
Don't frighten her like that. She's just a little girl.
Oh, well, isn't that too bad?
I don't want to get beat up.
Cut it out.
If you don't stop talking, you'll get what's coming to you, too.
You're a sick little friend, and I'm gonna call the police.
She looks like she's the fucking rat guy from Beekman's World.
She looked at old Meg's face. Carly Beth, that old bag said she's calling the cops on you. I'm not afraid of her. What's happened to you? You're like somebody else.
Cops show up and like get out of their cars immediately and are behind their doors pointing their guns like freeze. He's just standing there.
Drop the hand. Forget it. Let's just go back to my house, okay? No. This is my night. Halloween is my night. It's the one night I get to have fun. The one night I don't have to be pitiful, scareable Carly Beth. Carly Beth, no. I'm sorry. Carly Beth.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I should have just waited for that to happen. I would have got my answer.
Mikey.
Yeah.
My kids.
I'm the info
on
boy,
that
dude.
street too.
Oh, what a haul.
They had Snickers and Three Musketeers, and along comes this girl.
What should we do now? Well, hit almost every house in the neighborhood. Let's go in here.
Knock the fucking night to grow.
It's Halloween.
Oh, whoa.
You yell hocus
let
pocus.
it grow.
Everybody says, huh? What? You yell trick or treat.
Cemeteries get dope signs. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Nah. It was. So, like, until I was like a junior in high school, I was a pretty fucking wuss, pretty big wuss about that stuff. I mean, I probably still am to a degree, but I haven't been in that situation. But still, it was a pretty big. Yeah, I didn't act out too much or do things. Just, you know.
Treasure. Pirate's treasure. This is great. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hate mints.
Wouldn't this be easier at your house?
Right. Well, it's, you know, sociopathic teenagers, right? So.
I think I heard something.
Yeah.
It's people that have not done so much mental tackling of the concept of death, so just being around dead people is like scary to them.
We're young. Look at all these people that are dead. Isn't this creepy? This creepy old dude. Because death doesn't exist in my mind.
I've been waiting to do that
Yep.
all night.
But I mean, like, I don't think that cemeteries are inherently places, whether it's day or night. So, yeah, that was never my predilection to be like, let's go hang out in a cemetery at nighttime. That would have been cool. There are some pretty cemeteries.
So it depends on the layout of said cemetery, if it's gonna be spooky to me. Like, there's one by my old house where it was just like wide open and just
I know
like
exactly
there.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, that wouldn't be scary at night. But like the one by your old house, Wilson, with all the woods and shit.
No, I mean it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one would be, to me, would be spooky as shit at night.
Well, they've got like an actual mausoleum and stuff there.
Yeah, and there's some real old graves there and shit. It's just real spooky. I think at night it would be real spooky.
Well,
So it depends for me.
I was more
Depends
of
on
like,
what the situation is.
me and my friends would watch some scary movies, and then we would like
Who are you?
go outside and go for a walk. Like when I lived out by the river, like we would go for a walk on
Oh yeah.
the lonely roads where it was real dark with not a lot of streetlights and stuff.
Well,
Just
we'd
feels
sometimes do that where we'd walk across the street to the Lindenwood and walk down on the bike path, or like we'd walk on the bike path that goes like under the interstate and shit by your place.
How are you making that weird voice?
We'd walk that too.
Apologize to her. Tell Carly Beth you're sorry.
Apologize? For what?
For what? For every time you scared her. For every time you made made people laugh at her.
We were just goofing around.
We only did it because we liked her.
It's no
Fucking
excuse.
screechy ass
Show
fucking
someone you like her.
Canadians.
Give us a break.
Really?
Apologize to her.
One of the spookiest times I remember having.
Apologize! Or I promise you wish you never met her.
Sorry, Carly Beth. We're sorry. Sorry again.
Oh.
Help me.
Talked.
Oh, please help me.
Well, no, like, if we're talking about, like, times that you've just been spooked because of the place that you are, or, like, your surroundings, when you're maybe not in a place that is necessarily spooky, it was in Lindenwood. I was over there in the winter time, and it was, like, 11:30 or, like, close to midnight. And it was one of those kind of nights where it was, like, just dead quiet, no wind, and no clouds.
Yeah.
And then the moon was out and very, very full, so it was casting a lot of light. And I was just walking, like, snow pants, big jacket, all bundled up. I had my headphones on. I was just enjoying a nice walk. And I remember taking off my headphones and, like, just looking around, and it was a muffled kind of silence from the snow.
Yep. Yep.
And it was so still and quiet. It was just like, oh, I'm creeped out. With the
Everything's
shadows
so
and
still.
the light and the moon and everything,
Yeah.
Everything's like monochrome, so it's like hard to make out depth perception sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
Sabrina,
I was looking everywhere for you. Where were you?
I guess I got a little lost.
Right.
I was worried about you. What happened to your hands?
Yep.
I
Well,
found the mud.
Where's your sculpture?
I just remember one of the last times I got like super spooked was
Like that.
I was in my backyard having a cigwit. I was standing on the fucking my deck on the back of the house, and it was nighttime, and I was just standing there looking at my phone and shit, and I kind of turned around towards the house with my back towards the golf course, which is in the back. And then I heard what sounded like exactly like a fucking like the Joker laughing, like a loud kind of like cackle, yeah, and like a person, and I instantly froze and got super fucking scared. And then I fucking turn around and sitting in like the tree or on the fence, just like right by the golf course, was a fucking owl. And I looked it up, and those fuckers make sounds like that. And I was like, "Are you fucking serious right now? I just had the Joker owls out there just spooking people."
Carly Beth, what is it? Mask.
So scared. Like it sounded like a human. Like it didn't sound like
Can't get it off?
a fucking animal making a sound. It sounded like a human making a sound. And I was like,
Fire department to come get you.
Shut up and help me.
yeah. But I think it was just I think it's just a barred owl, and like, but like they make cackle sounds like that. And it's just fucking.
We can cut it off like with scissors or a
I was like, cool, dude. Thanks for fucking spooking me. I would have been I would have been bros with you until you did that.
I don't care, Sabrina. I'm freaking out here.
Look. One more try, and then we'll ask my mom to help cut it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Sitting in branches.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I mean, you know, probably the most common out of all of those to run into real life. So, you know.
There's no line in between the mask and your skin. There's no place I can reach my hand in.
That's just crazy. No, Sabrina. There's no line. There's no line here.
I'm gonna tell my mom.
Yeah, I
Right.
know what you mean.
Eyes in the mirror.
The only
What about
the only
them?
time I ever
They're not my
when I'm
eyes,
on my
Sabrina.
own,
My eyes don't look
the only
like
thing
that.
that makes me
Honey,
get
calm
scared
down,
is
Holly
me.
Bat.
Like
Those aren't my
sometimes I
eyes.
get
Right.
They're
in
my
my own
eyes.
head and
Where
I'm like,
am I? You're scaring me.
for just a second or
This isn't
for one
me.
reason or another, you know. Like that thing of like you are going upstairs from the basement, you turn off the lights and you're going up the stairs and there's that like chill up your spine, like, oh, something's up the stairs behind me.
Yep.
What are you supposed to be? I'm supposed to be mean, but I'm not. I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
mean,
I did
but
that a
I'm
lot
not.
as a little kid.
Come back. Please come back. Come back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's all a bad dream, isn't it? It's all a bad dream. I'm going to wake up.
Right. Right.
I was expecting you.
Get it off me.
I know.
Please take it off me. I want it off right now.
I cannot
Yep.
do that. I cannot remove
Well, it's just like part of it is just psychologically, you're just kind of confronting that past
I
thing,
cannot
right?
remove that mask.
That used to bug you, and you're just like, well, guess what? Fuck you.
Because it is not a mask.
Yeah.
It is a real face.
Yep.
You're being brave.
How can they be real?
They weren't ugly in the beginning. They were beautiful.
Yeah.
As beautiful as any face could be.
Yep.
But something
Oh,
made it
I understand. You know me, I'm a fucking.
They became hideous.
You know me, I'm a fucking anxious boy, so me and
Another,
getting
no matter
spooked
what
go
I
hand in
did to
hand.
Stop the decay. No matter what I did, deformity set in. Ugliness.
All these masks are awesome.
I don't believe any of
Oh
this.
gosh.
I call them the unloved ones.
Make your daddy proud.
I
Because
call
no
them
one will
my
ever
children.
love them now. No one. Only you, Carly Beth. You're the only one who ever wanted them. The only one who ever loved them.
No! No! I want it off! I want it off now! Take it off me! I hate this face! I hate this face! I hate it! I hate it!
Carly Beth, I'm sorry.
Show me that smile again.
She is.
No, the monster's acting. If we
Yeah.
can't see the face, it's not the little girl.
It's like if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it type situation.
Take it off? Once?
That's so.
If there's
so
good
fucking
acting,
true,
but we
though.
can't see them. I mean,
That's so true because there's been like a lot of
Well, tell me.
vocal performances from people that are not like necessarily voice actors who don't lean into certain things in that way.
Yeah.
That are like really, really good performances because they're in the booth,
What does that mean?
moving and doing things and really acting it out, not just standing there saying lines.
Anyway, and how'd you know this stuff?
Yeah.
I was the man who created these faces, Carly Beth.
You made them?
John Depp. Really, John
I
Depp.
was like you. I did not love myself. I made these faces to hide behind them, to hide my faults. But the faults were inside me. That's what infected the faces, turned them into monsters. Like this one is turning now. Very soon it will join the other failures on the shelf. I don't dare show you what's underneath.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
Or perhaps I should. So that you will appreciate who you are and what you have always had.
No, I want my fist back. I want my fist. I want myself back.
Oh, shh, quiet. awaken them.
Yes.
What's happening? What are they doing?
Oh.
Run! Run!
I want a floating Buffalo Bill mask now.
Oh, wait, now it's time to get fucked. You'll be forever haunted by the spirits of the masks that inhabit them. Yeah,
Dude,
maybe
she's
look
fucking
long.
tipping balls, dude. Look at that. Why does it have like monastic singing in the background?
They're saying, "Stay,
Are they?
join us, Mary Beth."
Just sounds like
They're loose.
fucking through my shitty speaker. Just sounds like fucking monk chanting.
They are free.
Yeah.
Baron Harkonnen is now free to control all the spice on Arrakis. No!
Please, Curly Jeff.
Chief.
No, I won't.
My name is Jeff.
Chief.
Yeah, dude. Especially if they're kind of like lit up like that too. You can see them really well.
Chief.
Just floating.
Stay away from me. Stay away.
Curly Jefferson. The 25 best songs on one album.
We're in fucking green screen suits right now.
Is this all they can do though? Is just float around and say, "You wanted us," because they're not. They're. You got her. You surrounded her.
Some good Foley work there.
Just a mask.
Just gripping on some leather wallets and stuff.
It sounded all slimy at first, and then yeah, there's some fucking leather.
The symbol of love.
The guest cottage cheese.
You walk into a room to see somebody like almost up to their elbow in a container of cottage cheese, and they're like, "Get out! I'm doing Foley work." with a microphone right up close to the cottage cheese. They're like, "Get the fuck out!"
But you're using the under the sink guest cottage cheese.
Rick, what are you doing with the cottage cheese? Get out! I want silence!
You just hear the sounds of a hand going in and out of a fucking cottage cheese thing over and over again real fast.
Put your dirty head away, Carly Beth.
Carly Beth, please take that mask off. Please, Carly Beth, please. Take that mask off. I gotcha. Mom?
She just walks over and fucking walks him.
Mi madre. What is it? What happened?
I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to scare you.
Sorry.
I had a long,
I'm sorry,
weird
Mom.
night, that's all. But everything's okay now.
I know tonight was Halloween, but I know tonight was also hockey night in Canada. I should have been here. I should have been at home. I'm sorry.
Well, let's just say I've learned a lot about myself.
We gotta watch the Maple Leafs face off against the
watch the Leafs.
The Oilers. I know, Mom. Big game. I know.
I know I'm missing the Leafs game. Sorry.
Don't put on that mask.
It's okay, hon. I'll make you a warm cider and we'll go sit down and watch the rest of the Leafs, alright?
Trick or treat.
Demon
Now
child.
that wasn't too scary, was it? Let's ask my family. Mom? Dad? What did you think?
I dragged my family here.
I think they liked it. I hope you did too. Have a scary day, everyone.
Each like tried to smile and couldn't get it out.
No, R.L. Stein did.
Somebody
He was
had
the
to-
head of like the comics division of like whatever book, Penguin Random House or whatever the fuck book company, Scholastic
Wow.
or some shit back in the
Hmm.
70s.
Wow.
And then yeah, and then did books and shit too, obviously, but that boy's been that boy's been in it for like fucking 50 years. How old is he? He's got to be like 80, right?
I don't know by now. But that moment at the end where he like tried to force out a smile, they had like the director was on set, just like right off screen with a big bullhorn, and he just shouted as loud as he could, "Smile!" And all he forced out was that little.
He is indeed 80 years old.
Wow.
I'll say like he's been old since I remember seeing him, and like fucking yeah. Right.
The jump. Well, part of it that may have been like complicating, and it clearly Goosebumps was successful. That's not being debated, but as like a, I don't know, more successful author, maybe it was just like because of that bend where it had to be slightly more tame for kids.
Dude, yeah, fucking um book fairs were fucking lousy with Goosebumps for like a decade.
Hmm. Why are we watching Slowstein? RL Slow.
I get that work. Gotta get that work. I get that.
He pulls it back. Like he realizes what he's doing and is like, "No, stop it. Do not express happiness. You are R.L. Stein." It
Good
was
time,
it
man.
was I. I don't feel like I don't know. Yeah, I guess for season 1 episode 1 as in like being the pilot kind of episode. Yeah, pretty good. I would definitely want to see a few more Goosebumps episodes, maybe look at which ones are considered the best to gauge, but it was I.
There's there's the puppet boy, the fucking puppet. Yep, there's that. There's the fucking there's the one with the dad that doesn't want him to fucking go downstairs, and it's like the weird plant thingy. You know what that one's called?
If I saw any other Goosebumps movies, I don't remember. Like that's what they just doesn't stick out to me really.
Right. Cheese and say die or something.
I just yeah, I mean like I would probably if I
Stay out of the
wouldn't
basement. That's what the one was called.
I wouldn't remember if I had seen some of these unless I like watched them again was like, "Oh, I guess I have seen it." I'm looking at the list of episodes on Wikipedia and so far I'm not really recognizing any that I'm like,
Well,
"Yeah,
that's
I
what I
saw
should
that."
do. Yeah.
How I got my shrunken head.
Goosebumps. Yeah. I remember the girl who cried monster. Yeah. Welcome to Camp Nightmare sounds familiar. Phantom of the Auditorium, I can't remember. Return of the Mummy. Let's see. Stay out of the basement. Say cheese and die. Yeah, that's what. That's the one Ryan Gosling's in. Say cheese and die. Remember that. Night in Terror Tower. Remember that? Yeah, Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Let's see. Yeah, those masks were all so like well done too.
It really did look like the creeper from Jeepers Creepers. But it was, yeah, it was well done when it trans like when they went from doing just the girl wearing the mask and you could see the seam around her eyes to being like, okay, they put in the full makeup work to make it seamless and everything. It looked good.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care, dude. I don't do it. I don't do it for these people. I appreciate them and I love them, but I do this for Broichi Boy time, dude.
Okay, Stein, smile.
maybe we can look up um like a top three of each of Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps, and then have a little curated viewing next time.
Yeah,
I think
I
so.
do. That's what the Frage is on, so you know I had to get Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. Are you afraid of the bomb? Are you afraid of the bumps? Are you afraid of the goose? um,
Oh, the Goosebumps theme song slaps, dude. You're not gonna beat the Goosebumps theme song.
I think, yeah,
Fucking
he's
bum
probably right
bum
about
bum
that.
bum bum. You're never gonna beat that. I don't know if that was
It's
in this, but
pretty iconic. Yeah, I don't remember seeing it in this video, but
that theme song is iconic, dude.
I will say that Are You Afraid of the Dark definitely had a better end credits theme because that song fucking
Yeah.
slapped. I think that a little bit there, yeah, they're a little bit silly. I think the Are You Afraid of the Dark is more effective, honestly, and more like well done for what its intent is. But I think the Goosebumps probably has the better music. I can see to your opinion. Hmm. Creepy clown doll. Oh. So we had the Goosebumps Jack Black, right? It was Jack Black in Goosebumps,
The movie, yeah.
the movie, and that was in the last 5 years. And now we've got the series Goosebumps. So what I'm saying here is like maybe if since there was that big, and there was a movie of even scary stories.
Yep.
So what if they did a movie adaptation of Are You Afraid of the Dark, starring the the Rock, the Tub? You know, yeah. What other horror things are is out there for them to like bring back and do like a shitty. Yeah, I remember that. I want to see children get trivia questions wrong, please. That's You did not succeed. And then the actual host with the microphone just has to be like, "Oh, that's okay. You did all right. You did the best you could." I am uncomfortable in the studio. Well, whatever they put the Rock the Tub in, I'm sure it will do millions of dollars.
Yeah.